Jaden said Kryssstal is Siglemic.
Most people won't believe me, but Kryssstal is Siglemic.
But somebody in that group leaked information, or Jaden's lying. Gamers, WQ here. Guys, what's up, dudes? Guys, are you a gamer or are you an alpha gamer? An alpha gamer is somebody who stands up for gameplay, games harder than anyone else in the world. Also subscribes to my YouTube channel, so if you want to be an alpha gamer, make sure to hit the subscribe button right now and you become an alpha gamer. You become a full-fledged, real alpha gamer. It's crazy, it's changing the world, and you're gonna change your life as well, and your gameplay is gonna evolve. You're gonna become better at games, you're gonna become more natural of a gamer. Women are gonna look up to you. I'm not making this up at all. A guy I know, he alpha gamed Kryssstal, actually. So Kryssstal's this notorious loser, basically. She's like the ultimate loser, you know, the biggest loser. You guys see that TV show? They made that in honor of Kryssstal, actually. This guy, he alpha gamed on Kryssstal. He basically dabbed on her all night, dude. And not only that, he actually got a girlfriend the day before. This dude of mine, he's an alpha gamer. He got a girlfriend the day before. Then he starts going a dab spree on Kryssstal. Like, dude, you're leveling up, dude. So that guy's balling hard, he's doing big. And that's just what's gonna happen once you subscribe to my YouTube channel. So gamers, apparently I am actually being removed from the A Link to the Past No Major Glitches tournament. I know what you're thinking. Wait, there's a tournament going on? Yeah, guys, I didn't know either. Apparently there's an A Link to the Past NMG tournament happening right now. Apparently it's happening right now. And I'm actually in it, apparently. And I had no idea there was a tournament even going on. And I'm like, somebody on Twitter, they messaged me like, you're being removed. Are you aware of this? And I'm like, wait, there's a tournament? No, I'm not aware of this at all. But yeah, I've been removed, and I'm like, what's going on here? So when I looked at it, I'm actually not being removed yet. I'm gonna keep playing it out. Apparently there's some loophole, and the tourney mods, they're like really bad moderators, so they're like somehow trying to get me removed from a loophole. And what I'm gonna do is, okay, I'm not out yet, I'm just gonna play it out. And if for some reason, you know, I don't go on, whatever, I don't really care. Like, I don't think I lose anything by not being in a tournament. So yeah, I actually did sign up for a tournament. I thought this was a randomizer tournament, a No Major Glitches randomizer tournament, and I looked at the list of who's in the tournament, and there's nobody relevant in the list, like nobody good at Link to Pass, and nobody who's interesting personality. So I'm like, okay, nobody's in the tournament, it must be a randomizer tournament. So then I'm like, oh, that sounds kind of fun, I'll just sign up for that. And then apparently it wasn't a randomizer tournament, but there's still nobody relevant or good in the tournament. So yeah, if I'm not in it, like, I don't know, I don't really lose a whole lot. I don't really lose anything here. Like I looked at the best players in the tournament, and a few of them got 124s this month, in March actually, and they're like pretending they're real good, and I'm like, I don't know, if I don't get 40 plus 124s in a month, it's just a bad month. Like in a period of 10 in a period of 5 runs, guys, I've gotten all 124, I don't know, a dozen times. And in fact, I've gotten multiple times where I got 2 123s and 3 124s. And that's no resetting. That's like pure no resetting, straight no resetting. Yet my best, I got 9 runs were 124s. Out of 10 runs, 9 of them were 124s. And the one run that wasn't was a 125.00, and it had 7 blue balls. And like, what the fuck? That's good, dude. That's good. WQ, you're at another level. Yeah. So I don't know. There wasn't really anybody worth talking about or talking to or worth racing against in this tournament. Some gamers. A guy named Jaden who used to run A Link to the Past a very long time ago, and who's known Kryssstal basically her whole internet career. He came out recently and he said, and this is December, he said Kryssstal's runs are fake. Kryssstal's runs are fake. Her 2DX scores are fake. Like, you guys gotta get real. This is just bullshit. And me and a lot of people said that's probably right. And then we looked at her runs and they're like, yeah, these are probably fake. I then removed her run on CSR, and then I basically am like trying to tell people, like, guys, yeah, Krystal's, you guys are right, Krystal's, it's all bogus, like it's all fucking completely bogus. And then the Link to the Past clique, they said Krystal's not the real and we need to keep on the leaderboard, and then you guys already know how that went. Of course, they were wrong, and then they actually eventually ended up removing the times on the leaderboard, so they're all dumb. Okay, yeah, we already know that. But recently, interestingly, about 2 days ago, Jaden said Kryssstal is Siglemic. And there's a reason for this too. It's not just an errant claim. Now, what do I think about this theory? Personally, I don't think it holds any weight. But there's one thing I can't explain, and it's been bothering me since then. And the more Jaden says Siglemic is Kryssstal, the more I have to wonder, is he right? Is Kryssstal really Siglemic? The person I've been talking to for the past 2 years, that's the person who has been cheating in like the past 8 years and was my idol for a long time. Is this real? Did this really happen? So guys, do you remember FGDQ 2013 when Jaden did his Link to the Past run, and a lot of people, they loved it. It really shook the world. And then what has happened, if you notice in that run, the couch, Sig's actually on the couch, Siglemic is on the couch, and actually the majority of the couch is not Link to the Past runners, it was Super Mario 64 runners, and Jaden, I guess, resented this because he uses this as part of his theory that Sig is actually Kryssstal, and he has been running things behind the scene. And Jaden's known Kryssstal since 2008, 2007. He would know a lot, and maybe he thought about it. Now he really did think that, and I'm thinking about it. This theory doesn't really hold any weight at all. It's it's just too impossible. It's like, this is crazy. This isn't possible. But there was something that happened a few weeks ago on Discord, and this is the big crutch for me. So Jaden made this Discord group. It was a God Task Theory discussion Discord group. He was trying to catch back up on speed on Link to the Past because he hasn't played it since he had brain surgery. Also, he's trying to stop playing the game in 2014. And so he was having this Discord group, and I think the top 8 of the 10 top runners were in it, and there were some questions and information going around. Now, at one point in his group, he says that Kryssstal's doxing him, and he has to be silent about some things, but he says that she's a loser and a scumbag and this and that, and then later he said that someone else much bigger than Kryssstal is also cheating. Someone else much bigger, it's a much bigger deal, and he can't say anything because he's being threatened and being doxxed, and his family's being threatened, so he can't say anything. But it's a much bigger deal than Kryssstal. It's a way bigger story, and I'm like, what the fuck? That's huge, dude. And so I actually screenshotted that. I showed that to Siglemic. And then I said, dude, this is crazy. You gotta check out this this message. And Jaden said this message, and like, this is nuts. And cause I'm like, well, somebody bigger than Kryssstal's cheating? Or yeah, and I'm like, that's actually reasonable too. Like, a lot of the people in speedrunning are cheating. Like, oh, this is huge. This could be the next big break. And then the next day, Jaden says, all right, who the hell in this group leaked? Who leaked? Because Kryssstal messaged me, and she said that she saw the message, and somebody in this group leaked, and Jaden's furious. 2 people left the group, I think the day before, or maybe they left then, a bunch of people left. But somebody in that group leaked information, or Jaden's lying. It has to be one or the other. Now, of the people in that group, most of them basically have no connection or interaction with Kryssstal, and a lot of them actually were just flat out saying, this shit's not real. Plus, Kryssstal would have had to know about the group and then directly contacted them and got information out of them. So like, most of the people in the group you can kind of just write off. Even people like Super Scudge and X Released or Josh RTA, who are known Kryssstal nut huggers, and they were trying to get Kryssstal's runs to stay up on speedrun.com. Like, they're totally cucked by Kryssstal. Even them, it's really doubtful, because unless they were specifically leaking information to Kryssstal, like on their end, they were the ones initiating it. It's not really possible. How would Kryssstal have known? It doesn't make any sense at all. Like, this is impossible. So what that means is that somebody in that group leaked information, and I thought about it for about 2 seconds, And I actually did leak information to Siglemic. I straight up leaked information, and I'm thinking about it like, well, I leaked information. So, and I was like, I didn't leak information to Kryssstal, I leaked information to Siglemic. And I was like, well, what the fuck, I'm the leaker. I'm like, oh shit, I'm the leaker. Somebody's a rat, I'm the rat. That's not good. And I'm like, oh, well then, is Siglemic leaking information to Kryssstal? Like, Siglemic must know something about Kryssstal. And I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck, is Sig lying to me? Is this guy lying to me? Like, what the fuck is going on here? Because either Jaden's lying, and nobody leaked information, and he maybe misunderstood the situation, or he's just straight up lying in the moment for some reason. That's why he thinks he's a rat, or Siglemic is lying and he didn't leak because nobody else would have leaked information, or I'm lying, right? But I know I'm not lying, so one of them was lying. So who the fuck is lying? Or yeah, it was a third party. Maybe one of them leaked to a friend, and that friend leaked to Kryssstal or something. That's also entirely possible, similar to what I did. But for a fact, we know that either somebody leaked information or Jaden is lying. It's one or the other. There's nothing else going on here, which is a big deal. That's a big deal. And then later, I talking to Jaden, I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I don't think Sig leaked information. And then I actually thought about it. I never showed Siglemic the screenshot. I just referenced what Jaden had to say. I never actually showed Siglemic the screenshot. Plus, I think it's a little weird that Kryssstal would try to dox Jaden over Jaden saying someone else is cheating and speedrunning. Like, that seems a little extreme. So I have no fucking clue what happened there. I have absolutely no idea. But it's very weird, and it was very bad. And then since then, Jaden was saying, no, Siglemic is Kryssstal. Like, if you show the information to Sig, that means you showed it to Kryssstal, and therefore Kryssstal came back to me. So Siglemic is Kryssstal, and he's like, I can't talk to you if you're talking to Sig, because Sig is Kryssstal. Like, this is the problem here. And then I'm like, no, I don't think that's true. I don't think that's possible. But that previous situation with the Discord was never solved, which means something happened. Jaden lied, somebody leaked, or it was a very bad misunderstanding. It's possible. It's very possible that happened as well. So then I'm talking to Jaden, and Jaden says, he tells me that, because Sig uses his alt accounts. He uses all these alt accounts. He's always done it. You go to Twitter. He's always changing his name on Twitter. He was using 2 different accounts at the time, and Jaden said that one account, that was my brother's dead dog's name when, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. That was his name, and if you're using if you're talking to that account, that's why they have that account, and that's why that account. How would Siglemic know that? Like, there's no way. And I'm like, that's something Kryssstal would know, because he probably told Kryssstal, because he's known Kryssstal for like 10 years. Sig has no way of knowing that, so why would Sig name his account that? I'm like, what the fuck? I think you're right. I don't think Jaden's lying about that. Frankly, I don't think he's lying about that, because most of what he said about Kryssstal in December and January, they weren't lies. His story checked out. As more information came out, Jaden's story completely checked out. So I don't think Jaden was lying about anything he said, and I still don't think he's lying. I don't see how Kryssstal could be Sig though. So the one problem with this theory, guys, is it really makes no sense, and it's virtually impossible. And Sig has always been really outspoken against Kryssstal and saying how Kryssstal is a bad person, a cheater, a spicy, and she's fake. It's all fake. Like, he doesn't like Kryssstal. Also, the fact that they probably have talked to each other at some point. Like, this is just sort of ludicrous. It doesn't really make any sense at all. But plus, there's the fact that they were active at the same time. Although, truthfully, I don't think Kryssstal was ever active. And while Sig was very active, he was never very active on IRC or speedrun chats. And so maybe that would work. That could work, right? He did play 2DX, and Kryssstal claimed to play 2DX, so there's a commonality there. They also speedran. Plus, Sig did play Master Sword runs. He does know how to play the game through Master Sword. Like, that's the thing. Now, guys, it's a hot theory, and there's nothing to disprove it. And that was Krystal's main argument for why her runs need to be on the leaderboards, is that there's nothing to disprove that it runs, right? Or runs are real. So if there's nothing to disprove Krystal's runs are real, well, there's nothing to disprove Kryssstal is not Siglemic. So by Krystal's own argument, then Kryssstal is Siglemic, and therefore Krystal's not a real person, and therefore Krystal's runs should not be on link2pass.speedrun.com. Siglemic's link2pass runs should be on speedrun.com. I think it's a pretty reasonable conclusion. Like, I think Kryssstal and me and you and the link2pass clique, I think we could all vote on that, right? I think we should all vote on that and come to that agreement, and that makes a lot of sense. Like, I think that's fair. But again, that doesn't really make any sense. And like, think about this. I could be Kryssstal. What if I'm Kryssstal? I've never talked to Kryssstal. There's no record anywhere of me actually talking to Kryssstal. In fact, I was rarely ever active. Also, in fact, when she went inactive, I became very active streaming. Plus, we both know a lot about A Link in the Past. Like, maybe I'm actually Kryssstal. Maybe I am Kryssstal. Unfortunately, this makes little to no sense. And I probably have a record of me online at 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010. So basically, I don't think that I'm Kryssstal either. Unfortunately, I don't think Sig is Kryssstal. So now, Jaden says it's dissociative identity disorder. He says that Sig has DID and he's actually created an alter ego, which is Kryssstal, and Kryssstal's gone on this crazy rampage. And recently, in Jaden's chat, Kryssstal goes in there and Kryssstal starts harassing Jaden, and Jaden's streaming in the past. Jaden since deleted all his social media accounts, but what happened was Kryssstal goes in there and then Kryssstal starts harassing Jaden on all of her alt accounts. She was on Kryssstal, Krysstasia, and then the Forkies, which are all her alt accounts, also her logbot accounts. Again, she was actually logging people. I'm flat out serious about that. She was logging people to find dirt on them straight up for several years. This is 100% real. And then what happened is Jaden just kept banning her alt accounts. And then Siglemic came in there right after the Forkies was banned. And Siglemic actually said something. He's like, I'm not Kryssstal. And Jaden's like, I'm not buying it, Kryssstal. I'm not buying it, Siglemic. He was using them interchangeably. And that actually was a misunderstanding. That actually was a misunderstanding because I was talking to Sig as that was happening. And I was like, this is funny as fuck, dude. And then what happened was Sig's like I don't want to play this game anymore. And so he just directly went in there and said, look, dude, I'm not playing the game. I'm not Kryssstal. I can prove it. Jaden thought that was Kryssstal logging on to Siglemic instead of it wasn't actually happening. So that was a misunderstanding. But it's pretty funny. Now, gamers, I actually think Oddity is Kryssstal. I don't think Kryssstal's a real person. I think Oddity is Kryssstal because they've been playing 2DX forever. They've been playing 2DX forever. And Oddity came before Kryssstal, actually. He existed before Kryssstal existed. And I think Oddity and Jaden knew each other before Kryssstal existed as well. And then what happened was they both played Link in the Past. They moved on to Link in the Past at the same time. Oddity actually did all the research for Link in the Past. He did all the research for Link in the Past. He did all the strat movement stuff. He basically did everything. Kryssstal always credited him for it. In fact, Kryssstal said she just grinded everything out. Oddity actually found everything. We know she lied about that. She never grinded anything out, which leads me to believe that Oddity actually researched and found everything. And then what happened was he made his alter ego Kryssstal a long time before that. Nobody's ever met Kryssstal. There's no video of or audio recording of her ever. She's this crazy girl gamer. I don't really think about it. She has a billion different alt accounts. I don't think Kryssstal's a real person. She was catfishing Jaden with her cut pictures of her cousin. She also claimed she lived in Minnesota, which is probably a lie. I mean, like, this person doesn't exist. It's not a real person, and I don't think Kryssstal's real. I think likely Kryssstal is a figment of Oddity's imagination. Also, Kryssstal and Oddity, they never tweeted each other. They're supposed to be best friends. They're supposed to be worked together on this project for years. They never tweeted each other. Like, they've never tweeted each other. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. They did talk on IRC, but it's mostly just bullshit. It's mostly just garbled language. They had the exact same personisms. They have the same dialogue. They have the same interest in music. Like, it's all identical. Like, this is literally just Kryssstal. If you took the names away, we would think it's the same person. And you know what? They also all use alts, so it's like we might really be the same person. Yeah, gamers, that's just rained on me. I'm like, what's going on here? I don't think I'm Kryssstal, guys, because Kryssstal's not this smart. You guys know Kryssstal's not as smart as me. How could I be Kryssstal? Obviously, I would have created something much better than Kryssstal, much more intelligent, much more focused, much smarter, much more profitable. I would have created something that actually generates money. Kryssstal's never generated money in her life. And obviously, I'm not Kryssstal, it's just impossible. But the commonality here is that Kryssstal's not a person. She's not, frankly, not a real person, and it's just obviously the character. I still think Kryssstal's Oddity. I think Jaden was completely right about Kryssstal being a zero, guys, a big non-factor in the world. I mean, if you literally never provide proof of who you are ever, and there's zero evidence or zero proof that you exist, and actually you keep dodging providing proof for you existing or doing anything, and then you credit all of your accomplishments to someone else, doesn't really sound like you are a human being. It doesn't sound like you're a person at all. It sounds like you are a alter ego of somebody. Maybe Oddity has dissociative identity disorder, because in a journal entry by either Kryssstal or Oddity, I can't remember, a very long time ago, back in like 2008 or 2006, they said they are dealing with alternate identities. And actually, I think it was also one of Oddity's tweets, his like first 5 tweets. Go back. One of his very first tweets is about how he has an extra identity or something. It's like, okay, well, I legitimately think you're Kryssstal, dude. I think you are Kryssstal, and I don't know why you've created Kryssstal. It wasn't a smart move. Like, it's not accomplishing anything. And personally, I'm not really scared or threatened by Kryssstal at all, because I think Kryssstal is just not relevant for anything. Like, not relevant for anything at all. There's no money coming out of Kryssstal. Kryssstal's the equivalent of the Link to Past NMG tournament. Like, there's no money involved. Not relevant. Never really played the game. Like, okay, I mean, alright, well, there you go, guys. So what are my thoughts? Is Siglemic Kryssstal? You can't prove it's false. That's kind of the problem with Kryssstal. You can't prove anything she's done is false. I don't think Kryssstal's real. I think if Kryssstal was Siglemic, it'd be a lot easier, guys. Problem solved. We don't have to worry about Kryssstal anymore. I think it's great. I think that would be a great solution, and I'm on board. Like, Siglemic, if you're on board, let me know in the comments, and everybody can collectively move on from this Kryssstal issue, because Kryssstal is no longer a human being. And if you're messaged by, guys, Kryssstal, so Kryssstal messaged one of my audience members, and they were saying, look, Kryssstal, or look, audience member is better than me. My name's Kryssstal, and I'm a loser, you know, big L on forehead. And what I'm doing is I'm gonna try to, they said a bunch of bad things about me. You know what, Kryssstal, you're not all wrong, Kryssstal, because I am dangerous. And Kryssstal said I'm a dangerous person. I'm very dangerous. And I was thinking to myself, like, yeah, you're right. I think you're right about that one. So maybe we would get along. Maybe we would get along more than we think. And actually, I think Kryssstal was hitting on me. I think Kryssstal wanted to be my girlfriend. And guys, I've got 10 girlfriends. I've already got 10 girlfriends. Like, I can't cheat on them. Okay, I can't just forget about them and do that to them. So Kryssstal, you're gonna have to wait your turn. You're gonna have to wait your turn. I'll get to you eventually. Personally, I'm not interested. I think you're a dude. I don't really swing that way. I mean, I think Sig's an okay looking guy, but like, I still, like, I mean, I got priorities. I'm trying to do things in the world. So anyway, guys, let me know your comment in my comment box. What do you think about A Link to the Past and my supremacy in Link to the Past? You know, my success in Link to the Past is the best Link to the Past player in the world. What do you guys know about that? What do you guys think about that? Also, it's the best speedrunner in the whole world. Like, I think it's pretty good. Also, let me know what you like about me in general. Like, I mean, I'm a great guy, I've got tons of money, I look great, I'm the best looking speedrunner in the world. I watched a video yesterday about a speedrunner, and he said that I don't look that good, I'm not confident in my appearance. WQ's a 10 out of 10, is the most attractive speedrunner in the world. He's like, but I'm not confident, like, what could I do? And then I'm like, damn, dude, like, it starts with subscribing to my YouTube channel. And I told him that, and he subscribed to my YouTube channel, and now he himself, he's looking a lot better. Like, honestly, he's looking a lot better. I'm blown away, and I think it's great, because a lot of people said speedrunners would never do it. They never break out of the bubble. They never be successful. They'll never be alpha gamers. I'm like, dude, I'm an alpha gamer actually, and you know what? I'm gonna make you an alpha gamer once you subscribe to my channel. And that's not just an offer to speedrunners. I have a lot of people that watch my videos. I think if you're a gamer, you're an alpha gamer, and I think if you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, that is officially, it's bona fide, the only way and the best way in the world to become an alpha gamer. And I think, you know, it's a real magical moment in history. It's a real magical moment in history. And we're changing things. We're actually changing things. We're becoming successful. We're winning big, and it's incredible. And guys, why was the Link to the Past tournament created? Apparently the NMG tournament. I thought it was a rando. I really thought I was about to do my first rando. I was going blind, just have a little bit of fun. Why was it created? It makes sense to me now. It was created to lose. Like, flat out, it was created to fail. It was created to lose, and it's happening. It's happening. It's happening live. It's actually losing. I'm gonna play it out. I'm still gonna play it out, but the people managing that tournament, they're expert losers. They're career losers. They've been losing their whole life. And I thought Kryssstal was running the tournament, to be honest. I thought Kryssstal was running the tournament. They're so good at losing that it's like, It's mind-blowing. I'm like, wow, I want to make you guys win. And honestly, I think I could make them win. And actually, I think if you subscribe to my channel, you become a winner. I'm pretty good at making people win. But these guys are so good at losing. I'm like, well, fuck. You guys are going to go ahead and lose. And what's going to happen is I'm going to actually profit off of it. I'm going to win more and win a big R off of it. And I'm like, well, this keeps happening to me. It keeps happening to me, and it's like, this has to be fate. It has to be destiny. Am I really, really being led on this path of success where I meet people who don't like themselves and they express it outwardly onto me, and I look at them and I say no thank you, and then I succeed more, and some people, guys, you know, a lot of the haters, a lot of the haterade, you know, a lot of these guys, the losers, they're so hateful. They give up. Nobody who hates themselves, or nobody who hates anybody is successful. Like, this is true. So what they do is they give up. They completely give up, and they never accept that they can be winners. And they give it to other people. They tell other people, like, you're a bad person. That's what they say to other people, and it's like, it's kind of sad because they never do anything with their lives. But some of them, they become alpha gamers and they subscribe to my YouTube channel, and that's pretty incredible. But I can't help the people who dig a ditch. They dig a 6-foot ditch and they jump in. I can't help them. I'm like trying to help you guys. I'm like, I'll give you the pole, I'll give you the stick, you know. I'll give you one of my fingers. Like, I don't know. I think I could probably carry these people with one finger. So I give them one finger. I give them one finger, and then what I do is I say, if you want to climb, you know, you grab the rope. But a lot of these guys just say, nah, I like this ditch. It's comfortable, or I can't win. I can't see anything. I can't do anything. There's no money down here. That's a lot of money. I got a lot of money. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel.